In previous class we covered definition of sovereignty and meaning of sovereignty, different aspects of sovereignty, finally features of sovereignty like absoluteness, universality, permanence, inalienability, indivisibility, exclusiveness. Up to this we covered in previous classes. Now we are going to discuss different kinds of sovereignty, types of sovereignty, classification of sovereignty. Let's go. There are different types of sovereignty, different kinds of sovereignty: nominal sovereignty, real sovereignty, legal sovereignty, political sovereignty, popular sovereignty, de jure sovereignty, and de facto sovereignty. So let us try to understand one by one in clear manner. So first we will go with nominal sovereignty. The sovereignty which is in nominal manner, that means the power of the sovereignty by namesake. By name they enjoyed the power. By name they enjoyed the power. They did not enjoy the real original power, but all powers enjoyed by some other on the name of the person. That's why here the nominal powers of the sovereignty or the nominal power of the sovereignty enjoyed by the namesake only. So they are not real powers. So they enjoyed the powers by name only. So for example, in the Britain, the king or queen of the Britain, king or queen of the Britain is the best example of nominal sovereign, because they enjoyed the powers by the name only, but on the name of king or queen some other enjoyed the powers, they are real sovereign. So later on we will discuss. Here the best example of the nominal sovereign is king or queen of Britain. In India, who are the nominal sovereign? President of India. President of India is also best example of the nominal sovereign, because by the constitution he enjoyed all those powers. On the name of President of India only, the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers enjoyed the powers. That's why nominal sovereignty is the sovereignty which is enjoyed by namesake, which is enjoyed by name. Example is that king of the Britain or queen of the Britain. And the next real sovereign. Real sovereignty. This type of sovereignty is practical sovereignty. It is the real manner. That means we already discussed nominal sovereign. They are the namesake only. Whereas in real manner, some of the people enjoyed the sovereign power on the name of king and or queen in the Britain, president of India in India. They are considered as the real sovereign. That means real sovereignty is the sovereignty which enjoyed the real manner. The best example of real sovereignty is the Prime Minister of England is the best example, and also Prime Minister of India. Our Indian Prime Minister also best example of real sovereign, because practically originally they enjoyed the power on the name of king or queen in England and President of India in India. So this is called real sovereignty. Then the next one is that legal sovereignty. The sovereignty which is in legal, that means by law they enjoyed the power. So legitimacy, by law they enjoyed the power. That power is called as legal power. That means every country having the constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. By this supreme law only they enjoyed the power. Who enjoyed in the state, they are considered as legal sovereign. For example, in India, President of India is the best example of legal sovereignty. And in England, the Parliament of the King, that means Britain, if you take example, the British king or queen who enjoyed the power legally in the Parliament of Britain, also considered as the best example of legal sovereignty or legal sovereign. And the political sovereignty. Political sovereignty is the another type of sovereignty who enjoyed the sovereignty on behalf of the legal sovereignty. That's why here political sovereignty should obey the legal sovereignty. So people elect our representatives on behalf of the constitution, that president, king or queen, they enjoyed some powers. They are the examples of political sovereign. For example, in India, Council of Ministers, nothing but headed by Prime Minister of India. The Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister is the political sovereign or politician. They are also considered as examples of political sovereignty. And like next one, popular sovereignty. This is the different from other sovereignties, because according to the popular sovereignty, people only have the power to enjoy the sovereignty. So who introduced this concept? Rousseau. Who introduced? Rousseau. Rousseau introduced the concept of popular sovereignty. According to the Rousseau, the people only enjoy the power of sovereignty. That means sovereignty vested with the people. Sovereignty vested with people. That resides at the people only. People final. People are the final. Their decision is the ultimate. That is called popular sovereignty. So they only choose the government. They only elect the government. So in democracy, popular sovereignty prevails. The next one, de jure sovereignty. De jure sovereignty is another type of sovereignty based on the law only. That means de jure. The term de jure derived from the law. That means it is belonging to the law. Based on the law, they enjoyed the powers. So for example, in England, who are the de jure sovereign? King or queen of the England enjoys the de jure sovereignty. Because law of the land is there in England, based on the law, they enjoyed the powers. That means powers derived from the law, that is called de jure sovereignty. In England, who are the example? King or queen. In India, President of India is the example of de jure sovereignty or de jure sovereign. Finally, de facto sovereignty. De facto sovereignty is nothing but real sovereignty. That means sovereignty power which is enjoyed in factual manner, in original manner. That was original manner. Sometimes the de facto sovereign may not legal sovereign. De facto sovereign may not legal sovereign. May be legal sovereign, may not be legal sovereign. So you know very well, so many dictatorships are there. What about Hitler and Mussolini? They are the famous dictators in the world. They captured the power from the legal sovereignty. That means it was not legal sovereignty, it is the physical force of sovereignty. They enjoyed the sovereignty power in physical manner. That is called de facto sovereignty. Factually they are enjoyed the power, they never legal sovereign. They may not legal sovereign. They may be, they may not legal sovereign. So these are the examples. Name them. Hitler and Mussolini are considered as the best examples of de facto sovereign. Whereas in other worlds, de facto sovereigns also sometimes be treated Prime Minister of India and Prime Minister of England sometimes. They are also considered as de facto sovereign because originally they enjoyed the power. So these are the types of sovereignty, different kinds of sovereignty. Once again, there are different types of sovereignty: nominal sovereignty, real sovereignty, legal sovereignty, political sovereignty, popular sovereignty, de jure sovereignty, de facto sovereignty. Nominal sovereignty enjoyed by namesake, real sovereignty enjoyed by real manner or original manner, legal sovereignty based on the law, they enjoyed the legal sovereignty, political sovereignty based on that means below the legal sovereignty, the people elect some community of the people, they enjoyed the political sovereignty, and popular sovereignty which is resides at people, and de jure sovereignty which is based on the law, and finally de facto sovereignty which is based on original or factual manner. Thank you.